Andy Murray casts doubt over Wimbledon after Queen's injury return. Andy Murray admitted he will assess whether he's ready to play best-of-5 sets tennis over the next few days after making his injury comeback at Queen's. The former world number 1 confessed to feeling fatigued after his 6-2 6-7, 4-7, 5-7 defeat to Nick Kyrgios, that lasted 2 hours and 39 minutes. While the hip largely held up in his first competitive appearance in 11 months, he felt tired towards the end of the match, which also brought about pain in his glute and lower back. Murray had not practiced for much more than an hour and 45 minutes at a time before his return and admitted that his recovery tomorrow would be a crucial factor in his decision-making. The Scot will discuss the situation with his team over the coming days, and admitted that he may compete at Eastbourne, while not playing at Wimbledon. He said after the loss, "It's something I need to speak to my team about, and also how I feel like tomorrow is relevant, as well, because if I wake up and I really don't feel good tomorrow, then that's obviously not a great sign for, best-of-5 set tennis at this stage. However, if I pull up and feel okay, then that's a good sign. I mean, at the end of the match, I was certainly tired, but it wasn't like I was completely off my feet and didn't feel like I could move anymore and stuff. But, potentially if it was a 5-setter, that could have been another hour and a half of tennis and, probably would have been difficult for me. So that's something I'll need to kind of assess over the next day or so, couple of days, and speak to my team a bit about, see where I go from here. I won't rule anything out just now. I won't rule out playing Eastbourne and not playing Wimbledon. I wouldn't rule out not playing a tournament next week and trying to get matches like in an exhibition tournament, as well, to get ready for Wimbledon. I'm not sure yet. I'm really happy that I got on the match court today and played. It was a close decision. I have not been practicing loads at all, I'm happy I got out there and competed and performed, respectably. I'll kind of need to wait and see what happens the next few days and chat with my team about that, because I don't know exactly what's best for me just now. After such a long time away from the ATP Tour, nerves were bound to be a factor, and Murray admitted that it had been an emotional day for him. I was pretty nervous this morning beforehand, just because you don't really know how you're going to perform, he added. And obviously playing against someone like Nick, as well, a tough match. He's obviously a very good grass court player and serves extremely well. So, I didn't know how well anything was going to go, really. I was nervous about that. I was quite emotional actually after my practice today, because, well, I don't know exactly why, but it was just sort of, like, it's come around kind of quite quickly, as well, in terms of like where I was like 4 or 5 weeks ago to now. There has obviously been such a long time, and I was obviously really looking forward to play a match. There was lots of, like, players, fans and stuff coming up and saying to me, like, it's great to see you back and can't wait to see you play and stuff. That was, it was nice. And, yeah, I was emotional before the match. Once it got going, I was okay. There was times when I was sort of thinking a little bit towards the end, like, of the match when I was getting close to the finish line, which, maybe because it was my first match in a long time and I obviously would have loved to have won, emotions kind of got in the way a little bit there. But, yeah, it was a good experience.